And it's time for the bottom line. We start off with the story that we told you about earlier on. The Hawks have arrested 2 former Eskom senior managers and 2 business directors for alleged corruption. Among the accused are the ex-Eskom contracts manager at Kusile, Frans Hlakudi, as well as Kusile general manager Abram Masango and Tubular Construction CEO Trindade. They appeared in the Johannesburg Regional Court today for fraud and corruption as well as money laundering. NPA Spokesperson Bulelwa Makeke joins us now on the line. Bulelwa, good evening and welcome to the bottom line. Let's start off here. When did this investigation start?
Good evening, Aldrin. You will recall that the investigating directorate only got established early this year, but this matter has been ongoing for a couple of years. So the investigation was previously done by the Hawks. But with the establishment of the investigating directorate, this is one of the matters that were centralized into the investigating directorate. So within the investigating directorate, it's been since it has started.
Sure. And can you confirm to us exactly how many people have been arrested? I see there are some conflicting reports as well around the number of accused in this matter.
We must be mindful that the accused also include companies.
Sure.
So they are the 2 former senior Eskom managers and the 2 former directors of the other companies that were in contractual arrangements with Eskom. There's actually 3 of them. And then the rest are the companies that were used as a network where all the money for the bribes and the corruption actually was paid into.
And how many companies are these?
So out of 12 accused, that's 7 companies.
So 7 companies. Can you?
So this is a network of companies that were used by both Mr. Hlakudi and Mr. Masango variously. So they would just go around and not putting money into one account so that there's some sort of distribution of payment of this.
Sure. Were these companies specifically established for this money to be laundered as conduits?
We cannot say that specifically, but they are all companies that belong to these individuals. So, when exactly they were formed, we don't know. But specifically, all these payments from these Eskom arrangements actually went into this account. So it's probably, that they actually were created for exactly that purpose.
What exactly is it that they're accused of? What exactly is it that they have done?
Well, previously these power stations, Kusile and Medupe, were actually being serviced by Alstom. And, these 2 senior people in Eskom were instrumental in actually ensuring and influential in changing the whole arrangement so that Alstom loses out and the contract's actually given to this company. And as a favor or, in return for that, then they would be paid these monies into all these different accounts that they had established, including a trust that Mr. Masango had. Although the trust is not obviously an accused, but there was money that was actually deposited also in his trust account.
I understand when it comes to procurement committees of any state entity, whether it is a department or on SOE, there's not only one person that sits on that committee. There are multiple people that sit on such committees. Are there any other people who are implicated in this matter?
Well, in this particular one, those were the 2 instrumental people from the Eskom side, because those, they held those instrumental positions. And the one was the head of the procurement division, and the other one was the head of group capital. I don't know what that means, but between the 2 of them, they were the 2 most influential people in terms of those contracts.
In terms of the investigation, do you believe, as the NPA, that there will be more arrest in this matter?
Well, I'm sure as things develop, we will be able to communicate further. You know how investigations, these are obviously not only people implicated, but at this moment, this is all the evidence that was put together to make sure that there is a prima facie case taken to court.
Okay. Can you confirm indeed whether they are out on bail and how much?
They were granted bail of 300,000 rand each.
Of 300,000.
I believe they had said they cannot afford that amount. They could afford far less, I think up to 150 rand, but obviously the magistrate wouldn't take that. And as far as we know, they will not be released until they've paid the bail.
So does this mean that they remain in custody?
They remain in custody until they pay up in full the amount.
Okay. Thank you so much. NPA spokesperson Bulelwa Makeke.